up guys, now I'm Darcy and I'm back today with another video, and today I want to talk about ADHD. What is ADHD? Now I'm going to try and get this in first attempt, if you know what I mean. ADHD has a very long word, so I'm going to try and get this done. I'm going to try and put them here, so if I do mispronounce any of them, then it's all there for you, okay? Okay, ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Ta-da! What? I bet I got that in first try. Anyway, there's actually 3 types of ADHD. There is attentive, which is ADD. There is hyperactivity and impulsiveness. And then there's combined, which is all 3 of them. Which is the most common, which is ADHD. ADHD affects children and adults. It's not just children it affects or just adults, it's actually both. ADHD it normally starts off in childhood and then continues to adultness. ADHD normally gets misinformed, because the symptoms for ADHD, everyone kind of experiences them once or whatever in their life. Whether it's forgetfulness, misplacing things and not being able to find them, whatever. I've kind of forgotten about all these examples now. Yeah, so it could be anything from like forgetting your keys, forgetting to reply to messages or emails, losing your phone or something, forgetting what somebody has just said to you, etc. It's like everyone has experienced these a couple of times in their life, right? But the difference is people with ADHD, this happens to us frequently, every single day. This isn't just a temporary thing. And you know, people think, oh, ADHD isn't real because I experience these things. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that's completely misinformed, is that you temporarily do that, whilst for us, this is a constant battle. We can have a really hard time with our ADHD. For example, with me, I didn't get diagnosed till early this year, so my whole life, I always felt weird, I felt different, I felt stupid, I felt lazy, I kind of felt like a freak. And I was giving myself a really hard time at times, where it'd be like, why can't I just remember this? Why can't I just be like everyone else? You know, why does, you know, for instance, somebody could be telling me something very important, something that I need to remember, something I need to log in. And I'll be there I'll be staring at them, trying to focus so hard, like looking at them. And as they're talking to me, it kind of goes, turns into kind of like background noise. And there could be something that is unrelated. It could be like a bird flying over or something, and my eye would just go to it, or I can just hear something else, like a different conversation or a noise or something. And I'll be telling myself, I need to focus. And that conversation is already kind of like, it's gone on for a while. And they're like, oh, did you understand that? Or they'll ask me something about it. And I'm like, okay, I've got like 2 responses to respond with. And I'll go, yeah, I understand. And then whatever I do could be completely wrong. Or I can make myself feel and look like an idiot and just go, yeah, I have no idea what you're on about. And I fight with that all the time. And it just makes me feel stupid, and I used to play that off as just being stupid all these years, and all those years beating yourself up, telling you that you're useless and you're this, is that you start to believe it. And that's a bad way of thinking. And, you know, and it's when I found out that I got ADHD, a lot of things made sense. And I, instead of being really hard on myself and beating myself up all the time, it's like, it's your ADHD, it's not you. You just think a slightly different way to what everyone else does. Some people, they might pick something up really quick. They might learn something straight away. For me, I always I've always felt like a pain in the ass. And I always had to get somebody to repeat it a good couple of times to try and make it stick in my brain. And sometimes, you know, I don't want to be a pain, you know. But yeah, this is just a constant. This is just a little thing of what we deal with on a daily basis. I always find myself being very annoying around people. I can always get really excited, and sometimes I have a habit. It's a bad habit of butting into somebody's conversation because, like, I'm so eager to tell you something that I've experienced to do with this conversation that I don't realize I'm doing it sometimes. I'll just blurt it out and I'll talk, and then afterwards I feel like I've just killed the conversation. I've just murdered whatever was going on, you know. But it's not because we're trying to be rude. It's because we know that we're gonna forget what is in our brain. So our brain's like, say it right now. And that's something else that happens. A big example of ADHD, which happened recently, it's happened last night, is impulsiveness. What is the impulsiveness to do something or buy something? For me, I've been fighting this urge to buy some roller skates. And you're probably thinking, why roller skates are so random, right? Yeah, it is. I skateboard. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy doing it. And when we're down the skate park, one of my biggest passions is making little edits, recording people's progression and photography. And my mate James, bless you, he came down with a pair of rollerblades. He hasn't skated in such a long ass time. And he put those bad boys on and he was off. He was jumping things like stair sets, he was zooming around. And then I was just looking at him just like, wow, like that is awesome. And I was like, videos and shit like that. And my brain goes, oh, let's give that a go. Let's, you know, get really excited, like revving me up. And I just felt my heart just going, yeah, let's get some skates. And I was like kind of agreeing with it. And then there's part of you that goes, no, you don't need them. Like, if you had them, what would you do with them? And I was like, oh no, just skate around. It looks really fun. And I've been kind of fighting that impulsiveness for ages. And thank God that every time I've looked to buy a pair of skates, there's been none in my size. So that's been in my favor. Until last night, I thought, you know, let's have a look at roller skates again. And I found a pair in my size, and they were going stupidly cheap. So I may have purchased a pair. So I might do a video of me down the skate park, probably potentially breaking a leg or something, you know? Who knows? But yeah, that's just a sign of kind of like impulsiveness. Like, most people will see something and be like, they'll just stop themselves. They'll be like, I don't need it. Carry on. They'll completely forget about whatever it was that they've seen. Whereas for us, as soon as that thing clocks out, we're like magpies. Like, we will seek that stuff out and we'll just be there. What? Yeah, there's been quite a lot of unneeded purchases, but I don't regret any of them because life's too short for regret, right? And that's just a little example of ADHD. ADHD also being really have so much energy, crackhead energy. It's one that I fight with a lot. I can wake up first thing in the morning, like I normally wake up really early, so about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'll be bouncing around. I'll have so much energy moving around, and people that aren't morning people, they always look at me like I'm some kind of freak, and yeah, maybe I am, but you know what, I've embraced it. I've embraced how weird I am, so I don't really care anymore. But I have a lot of energy. Sometimes it can work in my favor, sometimes it doesn't. I'll just have all this energy for ages and ages and ages, and then I'll just crash. I'll just be dead. And we also have a thing called hyperfocus. Hyperfocus is very cool, but it depends on what it works on. So for instance, hyperfocus is something that our brain latches onto because it's giving us the endorphins that we need for our brain to keep us kind of very entertained. It could be something so stupid that, for instance, it could be something really stupid like making an elastic band ball. You know, it would just be that focused on it that we completely forget what we're supposed to be doing, or if somebody's talking to us, we're not focusing on any of that. We're focused on how awesome this ball is, how colourful it is, how big we're getting it, you know? And we can spend hours on that thing. Is it time wasted? Yeah, but for us, this is the best thing that we've done all day. It could be anything. It could be something huge. Hyperfocus could work in our favor if it gives us the kind of stimulation that we need. We also talk a lot. We have for instance, I'm just looking at the time now. I've been talking for nearly 13 minutes. I'll probably trim a lot of this out, maybe, I don't know. It depends if it's useful stuff or not. But sometimes we can talk for ages and ages and ages and get out of breath because we have so much to talk about. And the reason why we talk so fast and we get so excited is because we're worried that we're going to forget about what we're going to say, what we're thinking. But that's just a little kind of an example of what ADHD is. You'll find that people with ADHD, we're relatively the same, slightly different in ways. But when you have ADHD and Tourette's together, it can be quite a dangerous mix. Because when I get really excited, when I have load of energy, my tics also get load of energy and very excitable. So it's like a constant battle. So if you're bouncing around the room because you've just got so much energy and stuff like this, and then you have Tourette's, you get tired really quickly. By the end of the day, I am knocked out. I am done. I am just ready to go to sleep. It's not all doom and gloom, if you find out you've got ADHD or anything like that. There's actually some really positive sides from it. ADHD people are normally very creative people. We kind of think outside the box. We come up with these crazy ideas that we just smash together to create this kind of weird idea or objective or whatever. But see, we can come up with some creative stuff that people won't even think of, but we don't know how to act on it, if that makes any sense. I've been talking a lot. Whether this has been information, what's the word I'm looking for? Informative. Whether this has been informative or not, who knows? Am I gonna post this? I don't know. I've been trying to make this video for such a long time, but I just get completely sidetracked on what I'm gonna say. Same with most of my videos. It normally takes me a long time to kind of concentrate and kind of make these. So, yeah, I have fun though making these videos. But because I just love talking to you guys. I like getting to know you guys. Be reading the comments and kind of replying to them. And yeah, it's cool to know that there's other people out there that are relatively going through the same thing, or they know somebody that's going through the same thing. So it's been cool just to, you know, talk to you guys. So yeah, I hope this is like being useful in any other way. For me, I'm kind of just, I'm a mixture between really tired and really awake, which is a very dangerous mix. So, but yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like. Also give it a subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. And until next time, keep on ticking, and peace. I've got so much energy that I just want to dance. For most people that probably don't know, I love dancing. I'm always jigging around, I'm always like trying to, but I'm not very good at dancing. Most of the time I probably look like a knob. I'm just gonna say knob because that word is funny to me. But yeah, peace.